Hey everyone, welcome to Notes on Words, or as I like to call it, NOW. Now, your go to podcast for breaking down everyday words and figuring out what they really mean. I'm your host, Mulena, and today we're diving into some tricky verbs that all revolve around the idea of living. We've got desert, abandon, vacate, and evacuate, or DAVE, that is Dave for short. These words may seem similar, but trust me, there is more going on under the surface. So let's jump right in. Let's start with desert. Now, this word doesn't just mean to leave. It means to live in a way that feels like betrayal. Picture this. You are a soldier, and in the heat of battle, you desert your comrades. That's not just about walking away. That's turning your back on the people who are counting on you. When you desert someone or something, there is a responsibility or an expectation for you to stay. And when you don't, it hurts. Let's see the example. He deserted his team when they needed him the most. See how it feels like betrayal? That's what makes desert so intense. Okay, let's go to number 2, abandon. Next, we've got abandon. This word is a little less personal than desert, but it's still serious. To abandon something means to leave it behind for good, with no plans of returning. Whether it's a project, a car, or even a relationship, once you abandoned it, you're done. But here's the thing. Abandon doesn't always carry the heavy betrayal of desert. Sometimes it's just about moving on, like abandoning a plan that's not working out. Example, she abandoned her dream of becoming a singer to pursue a different career. In this case, it's not about betrayal, it's about a shift in priorities. Okay, let's go to number 3. Vacate. Now, vacate is a whole different vibe. It's more neutral and practical. When you vacate a space, you're living it because it's time or because someone told you to. There is no betrayal, no emotion. It's just a simple, okay, time to go. Think of it like this. When you vacate an apartment at the end of your lease, you're just following the rules. No drama, just moving out. Example, the tenants were required to vacate the property by the end of the month. It is procedural, right? Just following instructions. Next up, number 4, evacuate. And last but not least, we have evacuate. This one is all about safety. When you evacuate, it's because there's danger and you need to get out fast. It's urgent and it's often coordinated. You're not just living, you're getting to safety. Whether it's a natural disaster or an emergency situation, evacuate carries that sense of urgency. Example, the residents were evacuated due to the approaching wildfire. There is a clear reason to live here. Something dangerous is coming, and it is time to go. So, what do these 4 words, desert, abandon, vacate, and evacuate, all have in common? Simple. They're all about living. But as we have seen, it is a why and how what makes each word unique. Desert has that betrayal, leaving someone behind when they need you. Abandon is more about moving on, leaving something behind for good. Vacate is just practical. You're leaving a space because it's time. Evacuate is all about safety, living in a hurry because of danger. Same action, living, but the reasons are worlds apart. Alright, let's recap with some quick examples to make it stick. Desert. He deserted his duties during the crisis. Abandon. They abandoned the project after realizing it wouldn't work. Vacate. Please vacate the premises immediately. Evacuate. The city was evacuated ahead of the storm. 4 different ways to live, each with its own story. And that's it for today's episode of Notes on Words, or Now. Thanks for tuning in while we broke down desert, abandon, vacate, and evacuate. It's amazing how much meaning a simple word can carry, isn't it? If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe and leave a review. And if there is a word or a set of words you would like me to explore next, drop me a message. I'm always excited to dive into world of words with you. Until next time, keep thinking about the words you use because words matter. I'm Mulena, and I'll see you on the next episode of Notes on Words.